My son is a very sick boy. He was born with asthma, although the doctors don't like diagnosing asthma until the children are about 2 years of age. But he was in and out of hospital all the time with what they called bronchial problems. I knew it was more, but I didn't know about asthma. I'm going back, my son was born in 1952, so I'm going back a few years when he was born. But he was so ill, and he's a cancer victim. His lungs collapsed. He's a cancer survivor, I might say. His lungs have collapsed, and he has extremely high blood pressure they could never get down. I talked him in, took me 12 months, but I talked him into giving the drops a chance, I should say. And so it was so miraculous. Within 3 weeks, his blood pressure was down to normal. Now, don't tell me that's not a miracle. With cannabis drops, it's just been marvellous for him. But that's not the only thing. The specialist with his lungs said there's nothing he can do at all about his lungs. He had 33% lung capacity, air capacity in his lungs. It was all in the top. The bottom had collapsed when he was 12 years of age. However, just 8 or 10 weeks, I can't quite remember, but it wasn't longer than 10 weeks, he had an appointment with a specialist. The specialist put him on the machine, and he said, did it a few times. I said, there must be something wrong with the machine reading. It's not reading correctly. Sent him to another clinic, the same machine, got the same result as the first clinic. Came back, and he said, Michael, I can't believe that. What have you been doing? Michael didn't tell him about the drops because the medical profession don't want to know. I was very lucky with my doctor. He's just so good with it. However, he said to Michael, your lung capacity has increased. It's up to 42%. His next 3 months test, it was up to 75%, which has maintained that. And he has been on the drops about 12 months now. And he hadn't changed any medication. There was no difference. I still have a problem with Michael because he loves his food. He loves his wrong type of food. So even with this, what I call bad, stupid, ridiculous diet, he has good food at home, but he sneaks little bits of treats. And so even with that, his lung capacity has stayed to 75, and his blood pressure has maintained normality, even with his bad diet. So imagine how wonderful he'd feel if I could get him to get the right foods, you know.